Figure matches are a temporary solution, so I went out and finally got myself a flint striker. Have no experience with these, but you know, in theory, anybody should be able to do this, so I guess I'll find out soon enough. Practice in the fire pit in the backyard a few hundred times before I go off into the woods with that and expect it to be my source of fire. But still, good to add to the kit, good to be ready. Alright, so I got a nice beautiful afternoon here. I'm out in the backyard testing some of these new toys I got for that bush bag, and I figured I'd show you how that goes, right? Live and learn, share what you know, and here we go. So one of the first things I'm going to try this on is some just shredded up bits of really old dried newspaper. Separate them, crinkle them up. Almost everybody that I know takes paper into the bush, right? Because that's how you're going to start your campfire. Just took a friend up the mountain yesterday because he wants to get in a last minute snow camping trip, so we had to go a fair bit up the hill, but we found him about 3 feet of snow. And sure enough, he opened his bag to a couple of old phone books, because they're great for starting fires, and they've got the number for search and rescue if you need it. It's an interesting perspective. I'm not sure I want to be lugging around a bunch of paper though. Don't know about you, but for backyard testing, I'll give just about anything a go. Now I have scraped some of the paint off of this, as you can see, and I'm not using the little metal thing that came with it. I just found that awkward, uncomfortable. Got a little tiny, cheap multi-tool here. Now, I still haven't put in a lot of time with this yet, so not very good. Bear with me. Good spark though. Well, I don't know, I've hit this thing probably a dozen times and it's still not exactly a fire yet, is it? This just doesn't want to quite go for me. Oh, finally. Well, I guess eventually that does work. Not terribly quick though. I imagine this is a case where practice makes perfect, but still, for a first time, that's really not too bad. Alright, we'll just put that piece of paper out and try something else. I've seen a lot of people using cotton balls and cotton pads. You can get big tubes of these for $1.25 each at the local dollar store. Because it says dollar store, but it's $1.25. Anyway, basically, it's cotton ball pressed flat. I'm going to try this and see how it lights. First try. Gotta like that. Okay, I think I'm putting a tube of those into my bush bag. The real test is how well does it make a real fire, but if it'll spark up that fast, that's not bad. One other thing I wanted to try this with was a piece of paper towel. You know, paper towel, napkin, very readily available. Pick some up at the gas station, grabbing munchies on your way out of town, right? So I'm just going to separate the layers, rip it and twist it a little bit. Right, not a huge pile. And let's just see. Okay, I'm going to say this ranks up there with the standard paper, and it'll get going sooner or later, but well, there you go. But I think for paper products you might be better off with one of those zinc rods that you just kind of scrape little bits off of, and it helps start your fire. All in all, it looks like cotton ball is the way to go with these. I want to try another one though, just to make sure that wasn't a freak occurrence. And we can have a little fun. Maybe soak one in some gasoline or some alcohol. See what a difference that makes. There it goes. Alright, I've got a little bottle of alcohol that I got from the dollar store, from the first aid supplies, that I use for cleaning things really quickly. I'm just going to go get that, and we'll try this again. Okay, so I got this at the dollar store for my meds kit. Handy to have. Let's just see if that helps this burn even faster on those cotton pads. Let's give that 3 light sprays. Drop it in my corner. Make sure I wipe my hand off good and clean. Alright, let's try throwing a spark at that. Can you see that flame? Oh, that's nice. And it seems to be burning an awful lot slower, doesn't it? Well, I think if I were looking to start some long-term fuel, that would be the way to go. So, backyard testing of this cheap, I don't know, Coghlans, whatever. We all know the green packaging when we see it in the camping section. This ferro rod, I will officially take it into the woods and give it a go, but I'm definitely taking cotton pads, not paper, and I'm definitely going to give them at least 3 quick sprays with my med alcohol before I toss it in the fire pit and start things up. Alright, so there you go. If I can make this work, anybody with some real skills can definitely make it work. I've put maybe half an hour of my life into playing with one of these total, and as you can see, I could start a fire. There you go. Thanks for checking this out. Have yourself a fantastic day, and remember, if you're playing in the woods, play safe and let somebody know where you're going.